What's going on, sales community? Sales leader Weinberg. I've been so quiet this year. It's January 31. I don't even know what I've posted on LinkedIn. I have put up no podcasts. I've been in my own little bubble, had a short vacation, got a massive cold, had a couple trips for sales kickoffs in crappy climates where it was 10 degrees or less. And next week I'm going to Western New York where I'm sure to get a snow squall or something. But I just had an incredibly energizing meeting with a sales manager that crushed it last year, and it just inspired me to share a little bit about that conversation and post it here. And just yesterday, I interviewed a young woman who's been in sales for a while, but had a breakthrough last year. And what's really cool is she credited a lot of the simple changes she made to things that I was preaching at her company's sales kickoff meeting a year ago. And it's not often I get feedback way later about, doing one training session and then hearing how someone adopted it and implemented. And so I asked her to just meet with me and we recorded it. And I'm going to do a podcast. So in fact, I've got three podcasts in the can that'll come out very quickly here. One's a solo episode with me talking about owning our calendars and being selfishly productive. Another one is an interview I did with Greg Stanley, who I had on the show a few months ago. Excuse me, still fighting the cold. And we touched on a lot of things and we just barely scratched the surface on compensation. And I had so many people say, Mike, I want to hear Greg talk exclusively about compensation plans. So we just recorded an episode where all we do is talk about comp, and he gives some really deep advice and some warnings about tinkering with compensation and what works and what doesn't. And then I interviewed this woman who had this breakout year. So I can't wait to release those for you. And by the way, what am I wearing? You're asking? I'll tell you what I'm wearing. This was my birthday present from two of my kids last year. I have this bromance and just love for Scottie Scheffler, the number one golfer in the world. And this is the first week he's back playing. He had a little hand injury and he's back playing at Pebble Beach this week. And I told my kids, I want, like we all wear football jerseys of our favorite teams, I want a Scottie Scheffler jersey. Saying it like tongue in cheek, thinking they don't make jerseys for golfers. Well, they found this company that's printing up, I don't know if this is bootlegged or whatever, but it's got Augusta on the front. And then I've got Scheffler on the back with the number 24 for his record-breaking year last year. So just thought I'd share that little Friday fun, and I'll be tuning in to watch some Pebble Beach here in a little bit. Here's what I want to share with you. Talking to the sales manager, and he crushed it last year, which I will tell you, I don't have a lot of people I've been working with who crushed it last year. Between the tech slowdown that's been going on for a while, and then the surprise slowdown mid last year in the industrial world, there's a lot of pain. This leader killed it. And he shared with me a lot about his top people, that like 80% of his team made their number, and the top people way overproduced and carried the other people over the line. And I was encouraging him and affirming him, and he was sharing what was working. And I said, I just want to challenge you with one thing, because he shared like he was looking for some ideas of how to keep the momentum going. And I cautioned him about highly successful salespeople that often get complacent or comfortable in year two, and that the fix for that was ensuring that they have a really strategic but finite short list of accounts that they're committed to proactively pursuing. And that's nothing new. If you follow me, you hear me talk about that all the time. But in his case, I'm like, let's make a really big deal about this and go to some of your top people and make them name in their entire territory where they've got some massive accounts, like massive major accounts that they serve. Have them write a mini business plan and name just two or three of those accounts that have incredible upsell, cross-sell opportunity. They're ripe for more penetration, but it's going to take a lot of focus. Like make the reps name the names of the ones that are going to go deep, really working, like and have them discriminate. Have them, I had a mentor once use this phrase, have them intentionally imbalance to way over investing in a handful of those accounts where they're looking to move the needle. Because they're going to do maintenance stuff. They're going to take care of the at-risk accounts and the big accounts, but where can they really get upside? And I said, similarly, there's logos, there's new accounts in these territories you haven't gotten into yet. Go back to every rep and make them have a small list, and then create a contest, and then do massive accountability around energy and effort expended on that very small list of accounts we're looking to either acquire or grow. Because when you create focus and then you overlay it with accountability, really, really good things happen. So anyway, it energized me talking to him. It was fun affirming all the great sales leadership things he was doing, and just to get him dialed in on that one topic. I will be less quiet going forward next month. You'll hear more from me, and I got those three great episodes coming out. Um, My first Supercharger sales leadership event of 2025 sold out a long time ago. That's in 2 weeks at the Porsche Center in Atlanta. We've got one on May 7th, which is the second one, but we're down to like 3 seats left. We sold all 50 before I even like announced it. I don't know what's going on. There was just a lot of pent-up demand. So right now we're looking at dates for the next one. But if you're interested in upgrading your sales leadership and spending a day with me and 50 energized, like hungry sales leaders tackling today's biggest sales management topics, everything from accountability to proactive coaching to team meetings to smart talent management to the leader's role in pointing and arming the team. Check out mikeweinberg.com/events and you can see what those events are all about. So, sales leaders, I wish you great sales leadership. Sellers, I wish you tons of new sales as we move into the second month of the year. And I'll spend a little more time on this platform going forward. Thanks again. And go Scottie Scheffler this weekend.